And they give the ball away. That's Hamza. He goes to the ground. And with the sympathy of the referee. But just look at the crazy scenes coming from Salim Adams. Needs to be careful. What, 3 minutes? A few seconds already into this game.
The referee is telling them to cool down in this game. It looks like the tension is high in this game, and it's getting to the players.
Hasselhoff free kick delivered into the channel, but that's a very long one. He loses everybody, and camera will pick it up. That's a very great face-off. Coach Prosper Natelgu. It's been 4 weeks for him since he took over the reins of Asante Kotoko back in 2020-2021 season. But wait for a minute, this is a big chance for Kotoko. Oh, he's cleared away and has survived that scare. Albert Samoa trying to whip his way through Hasselhoff defense, but that's a timely clearance there, and him having a twin advantage.
Kotoko are using long balls to get into the half of Accra Hasselhoff.
Another crazy defending from Theophilus Collinson. Albert Samoa looking to be the thorn in the flesh of the Hasselhoff defense this afternoon. They have to find a way to keep taps on him. But the noise is deafening. Just look at the run. It was 4 on 2. But again, that is a fantastic way to block that one. And here's a corner kick. Haas needs to defend. And Salim Adam has it away. Lord Amwa. Ahmed Wakwa looking for a bit of space. Retract back. That's for a block, but it's a bit of challenge at the far side. And there's the former Park Academy youngster who is looking very solid on that right hand side position.
Kotoko looks to be on the front foot, pressing and winning all the 50-50 balls. They are very aggressive and going for every little chance that they get on the ball. And they are winning most of the 50-50 balls and sending long balls into the half of Accra Hasselhoff for Albert Samoa to run and plunge into.
One Timino finds Albert Samoa once again, the former great Olympics man, but has been stopped by Yaya Draman. He's got Salim Adam close by, and decides to trust for it. It's back to Adraman, lovely play, looking to pick Hamza. Here's got Martin Kakari. Hadul love to twist and wind himself. Finds Salim Adam, looking to go for the shot, big justice play. Salim Adams. And that's a clever defending from Kotoko's captain.
That was a clever defending, and I believe he won the ball.
Saints from Hasselhoff bench. We're missing the presence of Mohamed Sani, the youngster, due to injury. Quite unfortunate. But just look at this movement from Salim Adams. Pick it up by himself. Running through the far right hand side. But look at the challenge coming from Justice Blake. Now he decides to continue in that track. Watch it closely. I think it's spot on, isn't it, Phil?
Yeah, it's spot on. He won the ball. And I believe both teams are putting the ball on the turf and making sure that they enjoy the game. Both players are cool, calm, and confident. Both teams are playing very well. And I believe we have a game on our hands.
We'll talk about Justice Blake joined Kotoko on loan in 2019, and he's been around, a very familiar figure around the club. Oh, he's 32 years old now, and he continues in his lecture for as part of the 2021-2022 winning squad when they lifted the Ghana Premier League. Here's Joseph Ablo. Sense in the long run. Rather picks Asante SUPE. And it's out again in the middle of temporary hold up with less than 10 minutes played already, and it's bouncing between these two sides. A quality play, isn't it? Especially from the men in the red. Here's Ahmed Amwa. Finds Ahmed Wakwa. Got to be a long shot there, and again missing the post by Whisker. Quality drive from outside the 18 yard.
Both teams are playing very well. Kotoko on the front foot, and they are sending a lot of long balls into the half of Accra Hearts of Oak. Their attackers are very fast, very quick on the ball, and they are creating chances.
Well, that was Saka Dauda. Here's a danger man. And the House of Folk defense will need to really watch him. He's got a swift feet, very agile anytime he's thrusting forward. You're looking for him again on the far right hand side, but Amankwa has covered that territory quite well. Collins in. Here's Amankwa. And he sends it across diagonally into the middle. Hussein. And it's beginning, giving a hot chance by Amadou Akwa, who wins it. It's back to the pocket pant Warriors. SUPE has to leave it as Benjamin Asare picks it up in his own box. What a figure he's been. Very calm at the back. He's got a capable hands. Here's Samofa. Hussein. No confirmation of the scoreline for you. Lovely play. Hamza twisting and turning, looking for Dawson in a white shirt. Right on the edge. The referee in Chiamwa has witnessed something and blows in favour of the Pocket Pant Warriors. A bit of a breathing space for them. Well, Joseph Ablo is the man who's been making so much in terms of what respects ahead of this game. He has confidently said that they've got the credibility to be House of Folk. But I'm just wondering if they can really maintain their composure in the nest. "79 minutes, and here is that Ivorian, Abubakar Ouattara, a man who has been very, very patient with his squad, trying to unite them and give them a bit of purpose in the Ghana Premier League. In Team Menu, Martin Kakari. And that's Ahmed Wakorani. Yes, Yaya Draman. And that's a clear foul on Salim Adams. It's already 1-2. Most valuable players already this season. One of them against me, DMIT. He shows you his quality.
Justice Blay is a very good chap. He's confident, he's physical.
Well defended by Kotoko's defense. A big touch from Amadou Akwa. Abdraman. SUPE trying to close in. He's bit into it, but Collison picks it up. Spots him under the foul. Left hand side. On this iconic venue. Here's Samba O'Neill coming forward with it. Looking for Bedamwa, but that's a very heavy touch. It's way beyond the sideline.
Kotoko is playing in a 4-2-3-1 system. and they are sending a lot of long balls either to the wings or centrally. He is very pacey, he's very quick, and they are sending the balls behind the defense of Accra Hearts of Oak. I believe definitely on one occasion, I think he will pounce on the ball and probably try to score a goal.
Well, Collins hits it to the far left-hand side for Amankwa. Amankwa has given up possession and committed a foul in the process. That's quite silly. Let's just look at it. Wasting a bit of time. Give Saka now so much opportunity to close it. He wins it eventually. And he was brought down from behind. Here's Blay looking for a bit of space. Leaves it for Baba. Here they come from the far right hand side. And has the fork to recover. Boateng. And he goes to the ground. With the sympathy of referee in Timwa. Well, this look is coming place up. Sani Mohammed, and I think that has been very, very lethal on that side. Just that it's not received most of the ball this afternoon.
Exactly, and Heart of Oak look to be using more of the left side than the right side. Kotoko have been very physical in the few minutes of the game, very aggressive, stopping Accra Hearts of Oak attacks, and they've been brilliant. I believe they've kept Accra Hearts of Oak at bay in this few minutes of the game.
Well, 38 wins up piece between these two sides. But the last 2 minutes have gone the way of the Porcupine Warriors. Salim Adams is on the floor at the moment. It's a clever play from Amankwa to pick the big man in the middle, but Samba now being a corporate. And he's giving away a free kick to the Fortians. And this is the man of the moment. In the last 5 matches, he's managed to pick 11 points on the road, 3 wins away. So it tells you that after a very tumultuous start to the Premier League, Hassel finally are beginning to gel. Under the stewardship of the Ivorian International.
I believe Ouattara has done so well with this Accra Hearts of Oak team, and it's telling how compact they've been this season.
Well, here's Abed Amwa. The chat ball been still in all the headlines, but eventually Kwame Opoku has just joined the fray. To see the man later on, Kwame Opoku, after having some stint with the Porcupine Warriors, he decided to move all the way to a 2.5-year deal with Asante Kotoko. But for now, hold on for a minute. Here's Hussein, looking for Boateng, big chance. Kamara comes out, giving a chase. But wait a minute. It's against the Fordians.
That was a perfect through ball by Hussein. But Kamara was there early to pick up the ball.
But Kotoko's trying to attack, but it had been deflected. And to be a throwing advantage. Picked up by Lord Amwa. Watchful, and a pick by Benjamin Asari. We'll talk about Samba O'Neill. He's always shown promise in terms of his movement at the centre-back position, just 24 years of age. Signing a 2-year deal from Burkina Faso's Rahimo FC. A stroke inside. Aqua, Winston, finds Yaya. And the Winston is already up against Mohamed Hussein. And it's out on that Kotoko free kick loading. The best of header from Samba O'Neill. Peter Aqua getting involved. And the result is a free kick.
Both teams were physical, but I think both players are okay now.
SUPE heads it away. The train advantage will stay with Kotoko. SUPE was not one of the players that was expected to start today's game, owing to the fact that he had to really withdraw from the Black Galaxy camp, but it's fine to continue. Just managing to get well in time for this big match, as Abetama stays on the turf.
I believe upon jumping to head the ball, SUPE landed on the leg of Abetama.
Well, referee in TMO is understandable. He's done so much running this afternoon in the last 21 minutes. Of course, it's been swinging from both ends. Well, Kotoko has been rewarded with a twin advantage to be taken by Patrick Asiedu, who'll be looking to launch a long one into Haxifog box. It's well delivered. Is there anybody in right hand? Samba O'Neill gets ahead to it. Kakari brings it away. There's Kakari, but again in Tiama. Whistles signaling that that was a push.
The game is getting physical. I believe it's becoming difficult for the players to control the game now. They are very aggressive, very physical, and do not want to lose any of the balls, the 50-50 balls. So they are very aggressive just to win the ball.
Here's play. Finds Yaya. That's Baba Yaya on the run. Lovely play. Finds Lord, looking for Aqua, gives the ball away, and Salim Adam recovers for them. It's still Salim Adam looking for a man in the white shirt. Finds Theophilus Collinson. Also loses to teammate. The referee says that he was fouled in the process. Scots fancy enjoying the game for you. Nothing intimidating at the moment, as the two sides are still chasing the opener in the 150th meeting between these two iconic clubs on the continent.
It is good to see both teams want to keep the ball on the turf, and they are just not ballooning the ball. They are making sure they create spaces for other players to move into, especially Kotoko, and they send long balls to their attackers. They are very quick, and they control the game, or they control the ball better.
Well, just a point separating these two teams, but here comes Yaya Drummond. He's looking for Kakari, picks him, and it's been given a bit of activity down the left-hand side by Patrick Asiedu, who wins it. Oh, yeah, lovely Hamza. Oh, my goodness, that's a lovely shot from inside the box. And it's way off the mark.
I believe there were about two players in the box of Accra Hearts of Oak. Hamza was waiting, whilst Hussein was on the left-hand side, also waiting for a cross. But on this occasion, Adraman decided to shoot the ball.
Oh, the work done by Martin Kakari. Finds his leads man. Hamza on his sides to get started out to the box for Yaya Drummond. This man on the ball at the moment. Coming forward once again with it. Akwa. Abetamwa. And there's nobody to connect onto that ball. Sasari picks it up.
Accra Heart of Oak would have to be very careful with the way they send more players forward, because Kotoko with one pass would get about 4 attackers moving into the 18 of Accra Heart of Oak.
Well, it's been very quiet down the far right hand side. Sakadauda after starting on the right footed. Here's Hussein, left it deep. Finds Kwabin Abuati. It could be dangerous. Lovely ball. Hands up! Oh my goodness! It's over the bar. Great opportunity. Great turn from the striker. But he fails to get it. His kick.
Accra Heart of Oak have started creating chances. And this is one of the clearest of chances that they have this afternoon. Hamza should have buried this ball.
Well, just look at it. Unless he could have just increased his goal tally. And again, blasting it wide. That's a lovely tie from Kwabena. Plati. How on earth did Hamza fail to blast that one home? Here's Sam Bownell. That's a bit dangerous from the Draman. It's kept on the field by Amadou Akwa. Sets in the color. Oh my goodness! And did not really find the intended target. That was a very bizarre defending from the Draman.
That was a bizarre defending indeed. And this should have been the first goal for Kotoko. You can't be casual. You cannot be casual in this game.
Nearly gifting away that glorious opportunity, but just look at it. Textbook header from Ahmed Amwa, the man who needs to be watched. But fantastic curler into the tunnel by Amadou Akwa. It's a bit of clash. Ahmed Amwa. Let's get into that battle with Emmanuel Amankwa once again. And you can hear the roar of the fans. It's rather Amofa, Samuel Amofa. Let's have a watch. It's a bit silly, isn't it? There's a bit of contact. Just wondering what the decision from the referee is going to be. That's it. This were some of the chances or some of the challenges the two players have gone into in the previous minute.
We shouldn't. It's unfortunate. I'll say this is unfortunate from Amofa, Samuel Amofa.
He could have done better, but there's 2 minutes to do half an hour. Here's the SUPE. Adraman back to SUPE. He'll carry it onto the far left hand side, looking for Kwabena Boateng. Finds Salim on the best of touch, gives it away. Oh, lovely play. Here's Ahmed Amwa. Could this be Kotoko's opening up? Brilliant defending. That is classic. Classic stuff from SUPE.
Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff.
Did you really anticipate that happening with a big man giving that big opportunity? Ahmed Amwa, watch it again. Look at the fitness of the pads, the quality of the tag from the striker. But again, you need to credit the centre back.
Brilliant stuff again. SUPE, this is why the Accra Heart of Oak fans were calling for his inclusion in this game. Brilliant stuff.
Well, Hasselhoff just escaping a trap by a whisk. And you can understand the sound is deafening. And indeed, this is a super class, super Sunday afternoon here on the street of Kumasi. Here's Hussein looking for Hamza. And that's a big whip into the box. He loses everybody. And that's a goal kick.
But I must say that Accra Hearts of Oak will be very careful. They have to be careful with the high line they've decided to play, because with one ball, Kotoko can send Amwa on the run, because he is very quick. He is very quick, and he will cause problems for the defense of Accra Hearts of Oak.
Aqua Babayaya, lovely play. Abetamwa, but again the back kick not finding the intended target. Not a bad idea from the striker, doing everything possible to hit it from outside the 18-yard. But again, not the best of 10. Took balloon it home. And Hasafok will say thank you as Benjamin Asari picks it up. Oh, damn. There we have it. Water break at the moment, with temperatures moving around 34 degrees Celsius, and it tells you that the atmosphere is a bit heated. And certainly there will be a lot of talk, especially from the touchline, as Alpha Sports Media brings you a super class on a Sunday afternoon. Now let's have a watch of this. The 10, the hits, no questions about it. But again, it's about the direction of the ball. That is where the former great Olympics man got it all wrong. But again, how about this for defending?
The Kotoko fans or the Kotoko players are taking a cooling break. And I think that they've given us something, or the fans, something to cheer about. The fans are here in their numbers, cheering the teams on. Hearts of Oak, Kotoko, or should I say Kotoko versus Hearts of Oak. The fans are here in their numbers.
When was the last time you saw this set?
I am telling you, the quality of the Premier League is up there. The quality of Ghana football. To be honest, the coaches have done so well. The players themselves have shown quality in the games that they've played, and I believe that our football is back.
Having an effect with oppressing Phil Babayara. A slow getting ahead of this match as the players return to take their position on the field. It's been a very quiet afternoon for Benjamin Asari. And here's Osasime down the right hand side, who will have to use that channel. He's looking for Saint, couldn't find it. Retaken by referee. And TMO asking that it should be retaken, because Kotoko players were in a hasty effect that one. At least they'll be hoping to catch the 4 minutes on the break. And 33 minutes, and the scoreline still intact. Asante Kotoko 0, Accra Suffolk 0. Well, here's Suffolk free kick. And it's Osasime, the man who joined from 11 wonders, who will take it. Play heads it out. Hamza, Hussein, Salim. And Kotoko survives it. Well, very diminutive figure, you know, Saint Mohammed. But again, he's a very tough customer to always deal with. Aqua, Asari picks it. He's got a height to deal with that one. Unfortunately, Peter Mido Aqua have not got any opportunity, at least to rise high with that ball that was floated ahead of him. And the fans will keep on cheering both sides on. We had Coach Abubakar Watara on your screens a while ago on the site. With the way Hasselhoff has gone to bed in the last 5 minutes, and he had no time for it. Hussein's got down, my referee had none of that. In team menu. Looking for Ahmed Tamwa. Asasime stops him. What a defender he's been this afternoon. The Football man, he's really taking charge of Asante back line, dictating the pace of the game from that area.
Kelvin SUPE, very composed, very aggressive, and he's in charge at the back, just like you said. And looking at these two players for Accra Hearts of Oak, Benjamin Asare and SUPE, they've held the back very well for Accra Hearts of Oak.
Oh, certainly quality at the Babaya Sports Stadium, especially with the way these two teams have fasting out this afternoon. And that's the man, Dr. Prosperity Ogu, a man who's got an intact record against the Phobians. 4 games and he's had 4 wins. In charge of his 5th Super Clash, Ghana's El Clasico. But the big question is, will he be able to mastermind another victory this afternoon? Here's a offer. Collinson looks for Martin Kakari. Giving a bit of chase by Patrick Asiedu, who fouls a smart kind of process. And that's a big relief for the Phobians. Well, watch it once again. It's a lovely way to break out of that narrow space. Enjoying a second super class for the second time. Martin Kakari featured in the previous one. And the same manager, Coach Abubakar Watara. His second game at this venue after losing out the first one. Less than 10 minutes to hit the first 45 minutes. And the tagline is saying no goals to show for. But here's Hussein down the corner flag. And Team Meno standing on it. And it will be got a cost advantage.
Kotoko's players look very tall, very aggressive, and can be very physical when they want to be. They've really kept the Accra Hearts of Oak attackers at bay in the first half of the game.
Yes, Justice play, twisting and turning. The captain, fantastic. There's so much energy from him. Quite shocking that he's been able to at least win that challenge. Just look at it. A bit ruthless on that occasion, isn't it? Gets to that battle. A very tough customer. Great physique. Just look at it. What an enemy. House of Oak player. In determination to push the ball forward. Lovely play, Team Meno. Baba, Yaya, Saka, Abetabwa! Oh, and the flag hots the celebration. My goodness. The Kotoko fans thought they were into the lead by the flag. Phil, is that a spot on call from the center referee?
It is a spot on call. It is a spot on goal, but I like the way Kotoko played that clever little passes from the midfield. Just watch. 1-2 touch passes, and then Albert is in the box, and then the soft touch into the goal. That was very brilliant of the Kotoko players.
And the assistant referee, Alex Oxman, with a flag at the far side. Really keeping his eyes very glued onto the action. Here's Babayaya into Mayu. Saka returns it back to his captain, Blake. Aqua. Yaya finds Aqua once again. Let's start by Emmanuel Amankwa. But Kotoko with a big advantage from the far side to effect a free kick. Sweet movement from Lord Amwa instead.
Kotoko have started playing some clever little passes in this game. From the start, they were using long balls to the wings, but now they started using one-touch passes from midfield into the attack, and they are breaking the lines of Accra Hearts of Oak. This is brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and I believe it's all due to the instructions sent to the players by Prosper Nateogu. He really knows how to play against Accra Hearts of Oak. They are breaking the lines of the Accra Hearts of Oak midfield and defense.
With 40 minutes already played, and it's Lord Amwa and Patrick Casiedo behind it, and Hasselfolk will need to be on the outlook for these two men. Who's got the legs to hit it? Well, Lord Amwa, formerly of Benab FC, impressed with Becum Chelsea on his GPL derby. Will live it for Patrick Casiedo, and again Benjamin Asari at the right place and makes that important save.
You can really count on Benjamin Asari to make such saves in such a game.
Great positioning from the Phobia shot stopper, Joseph Ablo. Looking for Justice Blay, hits into the channel. Abetamwa here on it against Osasime. Makes his way to the channel, but has been stopped by Osasime. And it's picked up by Samuel Amofa, who continuing that trajectory. Sensational stuff. Salim Adams. That's a bit of push from behind from Peter Miduakwa.
Abetamwa is really giving us SUPE a difficult time in defense, making sure that he gives him problems if he's sure he can mark him. SUPE as well, making sure that Abetamwa doesn't go beyond him in this game. It's been fantastic.
Oh, just a point separating these two teams with Hasselfolk at a stiff position at the moment with 20. And Asante Kotoko at the 7th place with 19 points at the moment. That tells you the two clubs chasing each other, pressing each other's neck. And that's Justice Blay heading it out. Hussein picks it. Salim Adams finds Hamza. And that's a very strong tackle from Samba O'Neill. But again, it's a bit of worrying face from Prosper Nateogu on the touchline. And the Phobia fans certainly are going to be complaining about that because Hamza Isa was brought down first. The referee in Tiama will have none of that. And the second one for Samba O'Neill. And he will still for it. No, just watch it. That should have been a foul, isn't it?
Definitely. Most definitely. But I believe both coaches have done so well in this first half of the game. They've maintained their shape, and their instructions to the players have well been met. And I think that both coaches have done well in this game.
Well, 43 minutes, and it's Justice Blay who brings it forward. Saka, he couldn't connect to Lord Elmo on the far side. He's quickly taken. Lord brings it back, finds Blay, whipped inside. Oh my goodness, this could be Papa! Oh my goodness, how did he miss that? That was a big chance for the skillful player, but again, he lifted very deep into the sky, and Hasselfolk in his dying embers of the first department of the game will survive another scare.
Baba Yaya, how did he miss this chance? How? His composure in the box is excellent. He controlled the ball and decided to place the ball. Unfortunately, it was up high. Benjamin Asari was already on the turf.
Oh, the best of that from Yaya Draman. That's a very erratic play from him, but we're attacking his stats. Their side is not trailing behind. Here's Collinson, the man who's been a bit silent into this game. Hussein. Oh, there looks to be 4 minutes of additional time as Martin Kakari races forward from the right hand side. Wins the sympathy of the referee, and that is a big chance for the Forbians, where Patrick Asiedu going to the wrong book of referee in TM1, and Hasselhoff have gotten a real opportunity to attack in this last minute of additional time.
Kotoko's defenders have been very physical and aggressive. They've not allowed Accra Heart of Oak attackers to break their lines. They've been very physical.
Well, looks to be Yaya Draman. Who stands behind it? Draman is a bit of expecting that. Martin Kaka goes for it. Again, that'll be a bit of tampering from Kamara, who has been bent to a holiday this afternoon. Without being hit from the Forbian man who was looking to pick the near post. Here's Aqua. He's got Ahmed Amwa. Aqua goes down. The referee says that's a fair challenge. And Hasselhoff needs to be very careful. And once again, it's this man on your screen, Baba Yaya, the former Kingfisher man, who's been running down Hasselhoff defensive line. You just look at the movement. Peter Miluakwa has got Ahmed Amwa ahead of him, but decides to go solo and sandwich between so many white shirts. Brought down in the process, but the referee have none of that. This was a straight ball. It was pushed onto his back, but again, that's a bit of brave defending. Well, 2 minutes of additional time already cleared, but here comes Lord Amwa running down that channel. Sensei the killer. Aqua Meted, Ahmed Amwa. He turns, and again, Samuel Amofa. Oh! The referee, and Tiamo Hamdan of a blessed advantage. It's Lord Amwa. That's a bit of kick. Just whipped up front. And Kamara have been invited a bit. On the Porcupine Warrior bench, a bit shocked that that wasn't a penalty. And yes, Mohamed Kamara complaining a bit, just wondering what he's complaining about. And here was the movement, just look at it again. And the killer was brought in, headed by Peter Miluakwa, brought down by Ahmed Amwa. And the final attack from behind. Just wondering if it got the penultimate that to result in a penalty. I think it's a bit feeble. It's a very, very tight decision to make. Very, very tight. As we almost heading for the final, we're still of this first half department of the game. Lifted deep, and Hasselhoff cleared their line. Justice Blair returns it into Hasselhoff territory. It's brought into the middle. Theophilus Collinson picks it up. He's got Kwabena Boateng at the far left hand side. Hussein ahead of him. It's going to be a cross into the box. Curry picks it. And let's go Patrick Asiedu to deal with. Has to be a real battle. On the right hand side, bits in, gets into the box. Yes, Hamza. This could be long. That's a bit dangerous. Kara finally getting his hand to it. Nearly coming off Joseph Ablo, and that's it for the first half department of the game. It's even after 45 minutes of exciting play. Riveting start from the Barbara Sports Stadium. Incredible scenes. Atmosphere very electric. And this referee has been running to and fro in this game. Who have been more
been your man so far in the first 45 minutes?
I would say Kelvin Osei-Sibe. He's checked Albert Amoah. He's kept him in check in this first half. He's been on him from the blast of the whistle till the very end, and he's been fantastic. He's made certain blocks, certain interceptions in this game that has kept the second half. Ouattara would definitely
second half. Accra has of course from the Baba Yara Small Stadium over to you, Victor and Felana.
After first 45 minutes of exchange, it's Barrett. So there we go for the next second half department of the game. Very crazy scenes here when Hamza is already been whistled against, and then he's just complaining to the referee. And he was very clean on that occasion. Justice Blake coming forward with it. Kabina Boat intercept on the left hand side. We'll have to run through that channel. Now slow that one. Well, we've seen so much whistle this afternoon. That's Justice Blake. Skip over the side. Well, left it deep into Hasselhoff territory. Looking for Saka. Casts it in into the box, but it's been well picked by Samuel Amofa, who flashes it out. All the fans will be hoping to see a different play from the two teams, especially in the second half. But the big question is, who needs the win more? That is the question. And when you check the form guide of these two teams, it tells you that Kotoko have been struggling a bit, but Saka have just been fouled, have just been flagged out.
When you ask me, I would say Accra Hearts of Oak needs the win more because they've lost in their last 3 games. So I believe they would have a point to prove in this game.
Actually, no, but the other argument to other case is that Kotoko themselves have not been in that letter form. They've been a bit rusty, just that they managed to pick 3 maximum against Adriana Stats on match day 12 and also winning in the MTN FA Cup. But Coach Prosper Natel with a strike record in terms of play in the Super Clash, have had a 100% record, and he'll be looking to continue with that kind of form as far as he is in charge in the dugout. Play will lift a long one. And that's a clever defending again from Osei-Sibe. Or the Minister of Defense, they call him. And it's proven why he's gotten that accolade. Salim Adams managing to get it, hits it onto the far right hand side. And the whistle is up, quickly taken. Ogumi on screens. Hasselhoff chasing the opener. Amankwa. dropping out Boateng. And has been stopped by Samba O'Neill. No intensity. Looking for Abedamwa, but picks Baba Yaya. Here's Abedamwa dropping there to help. Intensity. Adjaman. Hamza. And Hasselhoff trying to conjure it of magic down the first. A lovely shot, and then just across the offensive goal. Oh, that's heavy from Martin Kakari.
Asante has started controlling the game, using the wings to try and get into the box. And I believe it's a good start for Asante in this second half.
Well, the big question is, Janama 38. That has been the court between these two sides. Oh, lovely play. Lord Amwa again, Asante comes in front of him. That's a clever play from the former London Watness man.
The fans are in love with Kelvin Osesibe. The fans are really in love with him. The way he handles the defense of Asante, his confidence, his composure, even in the box, is something else.
But just look at the movements. Lord Amwa giving a bit of hot tips there by the centre back. That was quick, that was sharp. At least ensuring that he kept the line very intact. And Asante will say thank you. And as they regroup from the back, 49 minutes. And Ivorian International Abubakar Ouattara is a bit hot on the touchline. Well, here's Salim Adam, formerly played in Kumasi with Barcelona Babies. Kumasi Barcelona Babies, to be very precise. Also traveled a bit outside the shores of Ghana, where it's Cincinnati FC in the United States of America. He's been a bit sluggish in terms of how he started the season, but eventually he's picking his form, and he has always seen a starting depth in the last 3 matches.
Governor Boateng seems to be in pain, but he's up now. I think they have a different approach to the second half in this game. But Prosper has continued from where he left off in the first half.
Yes. Collins in. Samuel Amofa whips it up front. Samba O'Neill gives the ball away to Hamza. Collins in. Kwabina. Salim, that's a lovely play from the man in the rainbow colors. Takes it on to the far right hand side. Abdraman, Martin Kakari. Abdraman once again invited. Hussein. Oh, that's a lovely play from Hussein. That's why going down. Fight for it. Kakari, Kotoko needs to be careful. And they've managed to survive. With Patrick Garcia picking the broken pieces. We'll walk for it with it. In Team Menu. Sakadauda, big search for by Emmanuel Amankwa. He's equal to the tax. And with the sympathy of referee Nate.
We see the anxiety of the fans. We see how they are enjoying the game and cheering the teams on. I believe the second half is going to be fantastic. The boys are playing very well. The two teams are controlling the game. I like the way they put the ball on the turf and control the game. They are not afraid to control the game, even in their own half, even in the box, to get the ball moving from left to right and out of their half. That's fantastic.
Well, I just love the pictorial feel of this. And it fits in terms of, you look at how the fans are passing out all over in the stands. That's Joseph Abla, very experienced player, traveled on the continent a bit. That's a top customer. There's back to Benjamin Asari, who is out of his own area. Finds Sunderman at the far side. It's a lovely play, at least, to switch into the middle. It's a big movement. Martin Kakari, Salim Adam. Oh, lovely play. Here is Kwabina Boateng. Oh my goodness, it's flashed away. Casiero with that very, very last minute stop there to keep the Fabians at bay.
That was a timely clearance. And Accra Hearts of Oak has started dictating the pace in the second half.
Well, that was fantastic work from Martin Kakari. Found Salim Adams. And that is a very clever defense splitting pass to Kwame Boateng. But again, a lot of credit to the man in the 17th shirt, Patrick Casiero, exerting a bit of force to avert the danger that was looming. Hussein, Martin Kakari, Theophilus Collinson, looking for Salim Adams. Well, Salim took his eyes off the moment. And Babayaya will look for his forward man, but unfortunately couldn't really work. And you can see some of the fans in agony.
The excitement in the form.
Well, I tell you, you need to really sit on the tentacles anytime the ball is moving towards the 18-yard of both teams. The fear is just palpable. Here's Intimenu. Lovely play looking for Amiru Akwa, but it's been cut out by Manetu. Find Sakadauda, Bapayaya. That's Patrick Casiero on the far side. This could be a killer. Brought in Sakadauda. And that's a foot Akwa, and it's straight away. Osai once again with that live fire for the Fabians.
Nothing. There's nothing you can tell me about Osai in this game, that about his performance, that he's not performed well in this game. He's a standout in this game. It's probably Kotoko versus Osai in this game. So far in this game, he's kept Kotoko's attackers at bay. And he's always the last man you will see to clear the ball from the box. He's always there. He's always there, and he's always on point to make sure Kotoko do not get a chance to score.
Well, there's a player who's come under so much attack in the previous season for his sluggish defending, but all of a sudden he's turning a new page. He's been a hero. And Tim Manu, Lord Amwa, and Kotoko running. And maybe this could be a shot. Oh my goodness. Misses Maweska. Crazy atmosphere, crazy scenes, and the fans cannot believe their eyes in excitement.
This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. From one end to the other. Both teams are playing very well. Both teams are creating spaces in the defense of the other. And you cannot tell, you cannot say one.
Lemada has it out, finds Martin Kakari. He needs to be careful as Justice Blake. He's just lacking behind him. Salim, the best of touch. He should have done better. But here's Babayaya. Lord Amor sets it in, and again it's been stopped by Amofa. Hasselhoff defensive line has been busy.
Kotoko have decided to stretch the defense of Accra Hearts of Oak by making sure that the lateral defenders join attack. So you can find about 4 players in the box of Accra Hearts of Oak, and that is quite worrying. They are creating lots of chances. It tells you that Prosper knows how to play against Accra Hearts of Oak.
Is it shocking? It's a lovely ball. Benjamin Asare picks it. That's another panicking moment. It's always been the mastermind behind Kotoko says the last time he was not in charge of the Pocket Pant Warriors, they failed to pick any win against across the folk, and understand why. Despite not the best of start to the season, the back roller of this great club, Asante Kotoko, or 2-4 side to 2, the second making sure that he gives his coach ample time at least to blend the squad and gel them. And we're looking to have a bit of substitution with Nigeria international. Fernando Bassi gets ready to come in. And he is coming for Saka down there.
Substitution for Kotoko.
As well as
Player number 11, Saka Dada was out. Player number 7, Fernando Basse is on. Player number 19, Baba Yaya, is also out, replaced by player number 10, Emmanuel Enki.
Well, that's it. What these two players bring onto the fore for the Pocket Pant Warriors. So at the moment, it's two former Great Olympics players that are in the free for Kotoko and one for Accra Support in goalkeeper Benjamin Asare. It's a big touch. That's Joseph Pablo. Well, it's going down from that tackle. Well, played for High FC back in Guinea. He was a stand-up player with them with a lot of tackling and area prowess and leadership quality as well. He was part of the Guinean team of the season when he was with High FC back in 2020-21 season. And it's a very valuable addition to the Pocket Pant Warriors setup. Benjamin Asare not in the haste to pick it. Very relaxed, very calm. And again, it's a bit understandable. The first 45-minute both teams were in a haste to find an opening goal, maybe resulting in those mistakes from those great positioning. But I'm sure they've been told to really calm their nerves and at least keep their cool and make use of those opportunities. Here's Hussein. Hamza. Salim Adams. Sends it across. Picks up Rahman. Will fair to keep it.
I believe Accra Hearts of Oak would have to change something if they really want to at least control the game and hold the game and get a result in this
Substitution
game.
for Hearts of Oak, player number 22.
Because Kotoko
Martin Kakari is out. Player number 25, Mauli Wayo,
and
is
they are
on.
going all out for the 3 points. If Ouattara wants to get a result, he would have to make sure he stamps his authority, which we are not seeing at the moment in this game. We know they have the quality, we know they play well, but we've not seen that in this game. Salim Adams has been non-existent in this game, and they would have to do something if really they want to win this game.
Well, Phil, maybe he's executing the tactics of Coach Abubakar Ouattara, maybe because we have just 2 substitutions at the moment, with Martin Kakari coming off and making way for Maliwayo, the super sub who always scored even against Medium IC, as well as Ransford Mensah, who slot into the position of Amankwa. That's Pablo getting ahead to it right on his edge of his own box. Sam Downhill, that has been cut. Supply on the right hand side has been cut by the House of Folk defense, but Lord Amo has it now onto his favorite, the right foot. That's a lovely kick, but the flag is already up. Betam was already lacking the channel, but I can't understand why coach is very furious on the touchline.
He is very furious, and it's as if nothing is working up front. And Hamza himself, when you watch him and the defenders, the central defenders of Kotoko, Ablo and Samba, they are very tall, they are very physical, very aggressive. So if you want to break that defense, you need someone to battle with them. And I don't think at the moment that Hamza himself, he is the one man alone up front. He can do that battle up front. He needs an assistant. Sometimes you find Salim, who handles the midfield, to probably assist him in the attack. But he himself has been a shade of himself in this game. So I believe Ouattara would have to make changes. Probably to get someone in attack to help Hamza up front. Because as it stands right now, it doesn't look like Accra Asafo are creating clear-cut chances to score.
Well, let's see. We've got 16 more minutes left. No more time to play for. Hussein Abdurrahman will flash it back. I'm sure most of the Phobian fans beginning to wonder why the magic is going to come from. It's up Betamwa on Sasibe. The best of touch. And again, that's a brilliant work. Let's to be fair to him. Making sure that he does not get into that dangerous area. There's Aqua. Entry. Found again by Justice Blake. Fernando Bassi. It's a lovely play. Entry. And now we have some for goal kick. Oh, he shifts a bit. Benjamin Asari must be a bit tired. And 15 minutes left. And we are still looking for that opener. That's Aqua. That's a hot chase up the man. Abetamwa giving that free space. Hits it back. Finds Samido Aqua. Ample space. It's going to be a shot, but again, it's a wasted opportunity from the youngster.
We come back again and we talk about the shooting of both teams. They've created lots of chances, yet we've not had one goal in this game.
Substitution by
I believe they will
player number
have
24, Yaya Draman is
to
off,
be well
and
composed
he's replaced by player number 16,
and around the box
Rashford Mensah.
to be able to score a goal in this game, because the quality of this game deserves at least a goal.
Well, certainly, Rashford Mensah now coming onto the field to enjoy some few minutes where they had Draman being retracted by coach Ouattara. There's Bassi, entry. Now Sablo looking for the run of Alco once again, but it's just a very happy ball. It was flighted towards him, and he arrives in late. And Rashford Mensah will have his first job of effective set piece deep from his own territory. Salim Adam surprised at the decision of the referee. He thought that he was rather fouled. Well, a bit at sea in terms of that decision from the referee, but it's been hit out by Samuel Amofa. Nobody in the white shirt to run to that. That's Wayo. Mauli Wayo coming in. Former BBN Eagles stats-man. I've always been a real supporter anytime he comes in the second half department of Hasselhoff's game. Bassi could not be picked. Here comes Amankwa on the best of round Hussein. Salim. Just look at it, beautiful play. Maoli looking for a bit of help. He's got a straight fade, comes in. Check goes down, the referee will say that's a fair challenge. Justice Blair will walk with it. There's been a lot of very controversial decisions as far as this game is concerned. The fans in opposite direction in terms of what the whistles,
but are using the wings more, and they want to stretch the defense of Accra Hearts of Oak. And I believe we are going to have a nail-biting last few minutes of the game.
What is face off, Coach Watara should sum up the last 75 minutes or so or more of Accra Hearts of Oak play. That Ivorian hope to win his first Super Clash against a very determined Kotoko side. Now we might be saying Chip Bafo coming in any moment from now. And still there's a man down. Looks to be Hussein. Mohamed Hussein. Well, this man has always been very gentle on the touchline. And he seals most of the time. Coach Cross Banate Ogu. Such a fine gentleman. As well as his opponent, Mubaka Watara, of few words. Never looked to be more complex than we had anticipated from commentary position. Hussein would have to be stretched off. And that would be a big blow for Hasafok in this dynamics of this second half department of the game with 10 minutes to play for. Samba Onel and Mohamed Kamara have a bit of attack at the back. But finally, Amidou Akwa is off for Shea Bafo to come in. It's a like-for-like replacement.
Substitution for Kotoko, player number 30, Peter Amidou is out. Player number 14, Elvis Shea Bafo in.
Resuming from where they left up, now Salim Adams has been well cut out. Confirmation of a scoreline for you, 81 minutes. And it's still 0-0 here on the streets of Kumasi. Kimara, Guinean International, looking to whip it up front. It's going to be a long kick. He was trying to pick Fernando Bassett, but couldn't pick it, but instead picks Salim Adams of Hasafok. Oh, it's dancing through. There's a final to Amofa. That's a very wasteful kick from Amofa. He was trying to pick Kwabena Wati. Centimeno. It's going to be a very tight space for Chip Bafo to run into, because Rashford Mensah was always watching his lines, and I'm sure he's been brought in to send a lot of color into Kotoko's box, and they need to be on the outlook for that man. They need to keep their eyes stuck onto the left-hand side. Play, receive it with his chest, finds entry. Sends it down to the right hand side, but there's nobody in the red to hack onto it. Let it be Hasafok throwing. Match day 13 of the Ghana Premier League Watching World. In case you've just tuned in, and we are live on Alpha Sports Media Channel, as well as Metro TV, Original TV, Night 2, and even the GFA app. Hamza. As well as Globe TV, but here comes entry. Rushing with this one. Looking for Fernando Bassi. Lovely one to play. Entry running through that space. Another been stopped by Asante. But Kotoko have been rewarded with a free kick right or close to the mark from the 18-yard. And even goalkeeper Benjamin Asari will complain a bit about it.
I believe Kotoko are probing. This free kick, I believe. That was a clever little touch from Fernando. Heart of Oak would have to be very careful in the defense because Kotoko are probing. They are really probing and creating lots of chances.
Well, it's getting a turn between the two players there. Temperatures begin to fly high, but looks like we might be seeing Rafael Ponsa as well as Steven Apiasari. Olaf has to go free. Just wondering who they are coming into. But for now, it's Kotoko's free kick. That's a very lovely position. Some 19 years out, and Benjamin Asari needs to really organize his war as he tries to deal with this one. Well, we've got a team who's standing on it as well as Patrick Asari. All of them will love to hit it from that position. We're having a bit of chit-chats and trying to decide who takes it. And also for Happy Rected, we have
player number 31 stepping up
so
here side.
there is a confirmation of the two substitutions for you. Aponsa coming in, as well as Steven Apiasari coming for Kwame Boateng, who has been a bit silent.
Substitution as a four, player number 14 Hussein Mohammed. Out, player number 6 Rafael Amponsa.
Maybe just struggling to be on the depth after going down and was stretched up some few minutes ago. Maybe stating that important change. Well, just less than 4 minutes of normal time remaining.
Kotoko seem to be sending clear indication that Baba Yara, their return to Baba Yara today is their home, and sending clear signals to all the clubs that they are in.
Whitefield, goodness, that's a big serve from Kamara. What I've got to tell you, I've told you the myth about this man in the 25 side. Mauli Wayo, don't give him so much space. Clever play from Collinson to find his marker.
A beautiful pass by Collinson, and I believe Wayo should have made more of this chance.
But here is their corner kick. Killed it in. Kamara picks it. He's got a height. No questions about that. Lovely run. Fernando Bassi saved. Advantage. Play. That's it. I was just thinking the referee would have allowed the game to play a bit after placing on that advantage. And perhaps he could have just allowed the game to continue.
Exactly. He should have allowed the game to continue because Kotoko was then still in possession.
Here's Bassi, a very cheeky player. I want checked on that occasion by Emmanuel Amankwa, who struck it away from the dangerous area. That's a Pia, 2 minutes remaining. Somehow now couldn't really gather the broken pieces, but it's still the ref set. Who are in charge of possession. That's for Mensa against Jay. In team. Sorry, couldn't hit it well. It's back to counts off Ransford Mensah, and that'll be Kotoko's throwing advantage. That's a lovely thing, very swift movement from Emmanuel Entry. Can't why you get to it. Abla rise first and clears his line. And the man goes to the ground, just wondering who is that. And that's Mauli Wayo. And the referee is calling for the stretcher. As Ouattara watches on from his bench. Well, he's been clear. It's either he's coming to Kumasi to pick 3 maximum points, or unless you nest the point from the game, and that is what he seems to be doing at the moment. If it stays this way. It's a very lovely movement from Emmanuel Entry. No wonder he caught the attention of head coach Otuado. But the fans will not just skip quiet in the stands. 5 minutes of additional time.
We'll be doing a minimum of 5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes.
That's lots of minutes for these two clubs to make comments and see if they can create a bit of magic. Yes, Osesiwe with a long drive up front. Lord Alma brings it forward. This could be a big chance. Osesiwe clears his line. That could be big, but on the best of touch from Che Bafwa. That was a glorious opportunity for him.
This sums up the day for Kotoko. Missing chances has been the order of the day. They've created so many chances. They could have beaten Accra Suffolk by 5 goals to 0 in this game. They've created so many chances. Unfortunately, they've not made sure they buried their chances.
All is out and looks to be a throw-in. But again, Phil rightly put it. Okay, coming from Chekba for really telling the story of the Porcupine Warriors. Well, failing to baptize this ground for the first time this season since returning from the Boissy Lane Classic Stadium. Here's Hamza. Sorry, goes down. It will be Kotoko destroyed. Quickly taken by Lord Amwa. A lovely play from Rafael Aponsan to pick it off. Chest. That's a bit of skill there.
Kotoko looks to be more direct. They've been more direct in this game and have created so many chances. Accra Suffolk sometimes seem casual. Sometimes they make the attack look like they are creating, they want to score, but unfortunately, they've created less of chances in this game.
Oh, Fernando Bassett just dipped to help with defensive duties. Play hits it up front, looking for Che. Ransford Mensah. This is a very lovely play. It's Ahmed Amwa, but again comes off against Osesiwe. Really spreading his tentacles quite well out the back to block that one. Lord Amwa, Kotoko attacking, Entry! And again, it's just heavy.
This is fantastic. The fans there's so much excitement in the stands. They are happy to see their teams play like this. It's unfortunate there's not been goals, but the quality of play is outstanding. This is Kumasi Asante Kotoko versus Accra Suffolk.
Here's Blade trying to push forward in this last minute. With less than 2 minutes to play for. Rafael Aponsan affects it. Again, we're still already up against the Phobians. That's Patrick Garcia sending it across, but this was an incident. Well, let's see. Oh my goodness, that's another real hit there with a real stinger from Emmanuel Enti. And the crowd just loving
Your
it.
next goal man of the match is player number 5 of Hatsofo.
Asante confirmed man of the match in the super class 150th meeting, and today is Asante who gets his name inked in the archives of history.
That tells you that the fans are so excited. They love the man. They love Asante, especially the Accra House of Folk fans.
Justice Blaine hitting it back into House of Folk territory. A few seconds to go, I beg your pardon. Asare, Salim, lovely touch. We need to watch. Goes down, that's quite silly, isn't it? You don't fall at this moment. Kotoko will have to attack. Osasime. Asare! And can you believe it? Out there, and the man. Oh my God! The first half and final Obatamwa was fight the long gun have been searching for the
I told you that a number of chances that Kotoko have created in this game, I'm telling you, they deserve the win. They do deserve the win. Better, they've better, they've been fantastic.
Hello. Your next man of the match is now player number 18, Asante Kotoko, Albert Amwa. Yes, you ever heard about the win that got us in?